representative of institutions who have submitted the interest of a program that is very innovative and very important program, NAPIL, being started by the Construction Industry Development Council. I, Pawan Kumar Mishra, Director, Construction Industry Development Council, welcome all of you in this interaction program. Our Director General, Dr. P.R. Farooq, Member Secretary, Engineering Council of India, President, Indian Society for Trench-Based Technology, Chairman, International Council of Consultants, Member Planning Board Tripura and Union Territory Meghalaya is available with us. Basically, this program is designed to monetize laboratories of the institutions and engineering colleges while upgrading their capacity and improving students' employability. So now I request our Director General, sir, to, to take the session. Sir, please. I am handing over session to you. Sir, please, sir.
Thank you so much, and a very warm welcome to all the academicians who are here from different colleges. And I thought that it will be good that we should start having some interaction so that any doubts with anybody, they can be immediately sorted out. And we must give a kind of a background of this particular concept. You see, past 2 years, we have been passing through a very difficult phase. And one of the major outcomes has been because of COVID, uh, the student enrollment has taken a bit of a toll. Number two, the classes have to be done online, and we understand why exactly this was done. But now the things are improving, and we are basically looking at how to basically try to make sure that the institutions are in a position to gain more revenue, monetize the laboratories that they have, and how can they basically get in touch with the industry more intimately. Getting in touch with industry is very important. And why it is important is because ultimately, after few years, when the students go out, they have to be engaged with the industry only. And the reputation of a particular college depends on many factors. And one of the factors which has been seen is that what is the level of employability. And for that, actually, a kind of a regular interaction with the industry is also necessary. At the same time, we also have to realize that the promoting agencies of these colleges, and bulk of the colleges are in private sector domain. They could be educational trusts, they could be some kind of charitable trust or societies. Those who have done that, their expenditure and revenue needs are basically met out of the fees that the colleges receive. And as we have seen, this has been bit of a problem. The number of the students also has been dwindling, and I believe that there are many colleges who, because of the shortage of the students, they had to really shut down and close the operations for that matter. And that is happening for a very simple reason that the colleges have not been in direct touch and link with the industry. Of course, I mean, I leave behind these 2 years patch, which had been very unfortunate for all of us. But by and large, it is absolutely essential for an engineering institution to remain in touch with the industry also and very intimately. And in the whole process, if they can utilize their laboratories and monetize the functioning of the laboratories, then it is going to be even better for that matter. And even the college management also is quite happy that they are able to generate additional funds other than the uh, the fee payments that they receive or any other kind of assorted kind of payments that they receive from the students. So, thinking about that, what we thought that we should basically be interacting with many institutions, and we are already in touch with you for various programs. Like we are running a program under the auspices of All India Council for Technical Education, which is known as PARAK, where some of you have joined and participated in the program to make sure that the curricula is revised. And that program is going on. Almost three series have been completed, two more series have to go down. And then, of course, there has been letters going from
Sir, your wife is not coming, sir. Sir, there is network issue probably, sir.
All India Council for Technical Education, and I'm sure all of you would be having a copy of that. The vice chairman is, and we have been advising them to really make use of the colleges and institutions and the kind of engineering faculty that they have and get attached with them so that they are in a position to get some of the good engineering solutions. So, in nutshell, what we thought that it will be good that we go and have a look at the facilities which are available with the college, try to kind of interact with the operating staff that you have there, the faculty members that you have there, and see whether they are in full preparedness to provide the kind of consultancy assignments, uh, testing of the materials, providing engineering solutions, having some kind of upliftment of the technology, and plethora of other things. So these are the kind of things where laboratories will have to play a very crucial role. There is a commercial part also, and that is something that we have to understand. A normal college where you have five or six branches, and of course, including the core branches as well as computer sciences and IT and others that you have there, it requires close to almost like about more than 100 odd crores of rupees to be set up. And each of these colleges, they, as a part of their infrastructure, they need to have number of laboratories also. And there is a substantial amount of money that has been invested in the laboratories as well. Now, with about 3,047 colleges, as are the approved colleges under AICTE banner, or the number could be even slightly larger, there is a huge, huge amount of wealth that has been invested in this infrastructure. If we are able to utilize it fully, if we are able to monetize it, and if we are able to put our laboratories and make them live places, that is what is going to provide us the kind of escape into a situation where we are able to raise our revenues, where we are able to interact with the industry, where we are able to really make sure that our students are also working on live and relevant projects which have been sponsored by the industry, and that is how the whole thing has to basically go. We also had been talking to various colleges and informally. And what we have found that compared to the kind of investment which is both capex as well as operating expenditure, because after all you require people to man those laboratories as well, not only the faculty members but also the operators of the machines, operators of the equipment, and many other people who are available there. Their salaries, their wages, everything has to be paid, and it all comes out of the fees that the students pay. So, therefore, we thought that it is something where we should basically step in. We handhold the colleges, we enable them to become good mentoring places where the industries can be invited. They can come there, they can talk about the product that they are making, They can talk about the kind of services they are making, and they can find the ways as to how basically they can improve. Now, how exactly this whole thing can happen? So, in order to basically give it a formal national stature, we thought of setting up a unit of operation which is known as NAPIL. And NAPIL is the national platform where the industry and the laboratories, they basically join hands. That is what the NAPIL is. The board of the NAPIL comprises of lots of people from industry, and needless to say, they are very senior people. They themselves were very excited about this whole opportunity, and only going to some of the few big names, they also wanted to have an access to the places where their works are situated. Now, uh, they are looking for these facilities in their neighborhood. And just think about it. The industry and the laboratories, they are basically located in places where think about it. The activities, the economic activities are taking all over the country now. Why should it not be? That basically sponsored by the industry. And thereafter, these boys or girls, they can basically go and start serving the industry also. Now, that will fulfill the requirement of the internship as well. That will make sure that there are very intense interactions with the industry, and that's where you don't have to go to anybody else. You should be in a position to create your own linkages, provide the solutions, and try to serve the industry so that the industry in turn can serve you. So, this is what the national platform is all about. So, five or six items which I have said, and these are basically the kind of bullet points that you have to remember. Number one, it basically is aimed at creating industry interaction. That is the first thing. The second is the institutes can look for consultancy assignments, and there are plenty of them. And that is where basically CIDC will be hand holding them. They should look at improving their own infrastructure, which may have slight skill gaps or slight more, you can say, buttressing. And that is where again CIDC will be able to handhold you and tell you that where exactly what are the kind of things which have to be added. But primarily, this has to be bolstering of the knowledge bases. Then you can start looking at the kind of assignments that are varied. There can be survey related assignments, there can be testing of materials, there can be providing various kind of engineering solutions, both for the core branches as well as for the which are related to IT. And then we can also look at the attachment of the students with with the industry for that matter, so that the problem of unemployment is also resolved. And of course, the fulfillment of internship can also take place. And the overall picture is that ultimately we become part of a system which is right there to uplift the technology. Believe you me, there are a number of other exciting sequels programs that we shall be trying to bring into this particular platform as well. So, this in nutshell was something that I wanted to inform you. How the process will be. There is a form which has been sent to all of you. Please send your expression of interest to us. We'll examine that. We'll visit your college. We'll look at your laboratories, discuss with your people. Very senior people from the industry will be coming there to inspect the things. And then we will let you know that what are the additions that have to be made, and thereafter we shall keep the bunch of industry people who may be interested in availing the kind of facilities and services, and that is where basically we'll play the kind of role of the mediator. So this is the kind of thing that we are going to be doing. The form is there with you. It has all the details that you can provide to us. We'll have a look at it. In case we find that there are certain areas where there is a need and requirement of the services to be rendered, certainly we'll be able to tell you, and additions can be made accordingly. So, This is something which I had to tell you, and that was the reason for our holding this meeting on this Saturday afternoon. So now I am just keeping it open for all of you, and you can come back and ask questions. I'll be very happy to answer that. I am very happy that number of institutions have joined in today's interaction, and we are hoping that in times to come there will be more institutions who will be coming. Needless to say that those who come first definitely will get a much better attention as compared to those who might be joining and following the kind of system and schemes that you have. So I will now request you to come back with the questions which I'll be very happy to answer. Please come forward.
Uh, Hello, sir.
Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes,
Uh,
Professor, you
okay,
are.
okay. Very good afternoon, sir, and very good to hear you and your thought process regarding mobilizing the laboratories which we have in our campus.
Yes.
Once again, thank you. Sir, I have certain inquiries regarding registration and the process which you
Yes.
carry out. The first thing is, as
Yes.
you mentioned in your registration process, that
Yes. Yes.
minimum 5 laboratories we have to first enroll. Okay, so 5 laboratories is
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
many practical setups we can involve in each laboratories?
Yeah.
One to one,
These
if
five
it is
laboratories.
quite good for us also. If you, yes, sir, please.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, sir. Actually, the first question from my side is how many equipments, basically, how many experimental things we have to establish in one laboratories?
Hmm.
Because,
No,
for
you
example, if
see,
we go for
you have to. I will answer this question. I
yes,
understand
sir.
what you are talking about.
Yes, sir.
You see, there is a minimum requirement for any type of laboratory, and there are two different laboratories for two different topics. I'm very sure, like you would be having your structural laboratory, where you are teaching the students about the structural engineering for that matter. That must be equipped with the material quality testing equipment also, crushing machines.
Yeah.
There
Okay.
must be mixers. There must be concrete making equipment there. There must be load application systems that
Okay.
you should be having in your laboratory. Let me
Okay.
go to the other laboratory. Let us say you have a surveying laboratory. You should be having theodolites. You should be having dumpy levels, and you should
Okay.
be
Fine.
having
Okay.
several
Okay.
other
Understand,
things.
sir. Understand. Understand.
Yes,
It means
yes.
we are not having a number of lists equipped in one laboratory because you are just give a one laboratory name structure and you have all the related experiments in this particular one.
Sure, sure,
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
You're
Fine.
you're
Fine. Fine.
absolutely right.
Okay.
See, I will give you one more example, and I will answer one of the questions which might come uh, beforehand. The question that I am answering now, and I am posing it to myself, that where exactly is the customer and how exactly the monies and the fees will come. So, take for an example, there are many construction activities that are taking place in all parts of the country. And let me tell you frankly that not even one of the construction sites that you go, you will find that there are material testing facilities available with them. So, where do they take this material? When they do the casting of the concrete, where do they take the cubes for that matter? The steel, it is basically suspected that much of the steel that is being used, it comes from the secondary market. Now, how exactly do we check up? And I'm sure your structural laboratory should be having the machines to check the strength of the steel also. Similarly, there are a lot of survey assignments. And these survey assignments, I see no reason why the colleges cannot develop as the consultants themselves and start taking up these assignments. After all, if you have a survey project with you, your students can go there very well. Let me talk about hydraulic laboratories for that matter. You may have the hydraulic laboratory there, or you may have laboratories related to geology, or you may have laboratories related to electrical engineering and mechanical engineering, and you can say the foundry and workshops for that matter. Now, I see no reason that when we have the equipment available right within the college,
why should the college be not in a position to provide the services to various operating agencies and industry for that matter? You get my point. Many of
Yes,
the
sir. Yes, sir.
people
Yes,
do
sir.
not know how to make the bar bending schedules, and
Uh,
those are the kind of services and supports that you can offer there. After all, you are teaching the students all these things, isn't
exactly.
it?
Yes,
Right.
sir. Actually,
So
I am looking had intern consultancy division cell in Kite Group of Institution Ghaziabad, and this is one of the best institute in UP. So the second
yes.
question is basically belongs to the geometrical conditions. After the registration, our industry partner is nearby our location, or is you try to
No,
understand my problem? Uh,
I understand. You
yeah,
see, we are generally trying to reach out to the remotest corners of the country.
okay.
You have to understand something, that the engineering works are going on everywhere in the country,
Mhm.
and it is there is no corner in the country where there is some of the other engineering work that is going on. There could be construction,
Yep.
and try to reach out together. That means the college and CIDC will go together and talk to them and tell them that, look here, these are the kind of facilities that you have. Basically, start looking at it and discuss with us the kind of engineering solutions that you require. You get my point?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
I will
Sir,
also tell you something. I will also tell you something more. Every year, we are conducting, we are giving out the awards for excellent performance to many of the organizations. And this award is known as Vishwakarma Award, which is the most coveted award in the industry, construction industry.
mhm.
Now, these companies, when they come to us, and when we find that there are technology gaps, then they are not in a position to really have in-house people available who can basically advise them on the technology upgradation. Now, this
Right,
is the
right.
time for us to really say that, look here, here are the people who are the good people. They have the laboratory, they have the people with the requisite knowledge, and why would you not basically seek their support and help? The advantage that will accrue to you is that the moment one, two, three, four, five, 10 industry fellows they are there with you, you always have a permanent base where you can send your students also. They can work on the projects primarily right in the college itself, and later on they can be attached with the organization. Let
Right.
me tell you something.
Yes.
My first assignment that I got when I started my career long ago, I graduated in 1975. And basically, I was working on a project which was sponsored by the cement industry to our institute. And my professor was the key person who was handling all those things. And after I had worked on that particular project for about a year, they simply sent my name to the company and they said, "Well, here is a good boy, and if you want, you can have him." And
Mhm.
believe you me, it took them not even 1 week. They
Mm.
simply sent a letter to me saying that you come and immediately join. So you see, this is something where
Yes.
even the teacher's stature is also going up, and that is something which no student ever forgets. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
that is the
Right.
point.
Sir, last question from my side.
Yes.
If our institutes wants that before registration, executive from your side visit our campus
Yes.
at our cost, and just see the our facilities and lab conditions, and then suggest that what initial level we go for which labs for
Sure,
CIDC.
sure. That is actually that is the process.
Yeah.
That is the process. You
Yes. Yes.
see, the moment you submit your expression of interest,
Right, sir.
we will depute the people who will
Fine.
come there. They will inspect the whole thing. They will tell you the kind of point of weaknesses and
Exactly.
how exactly those can be overcome.
Fine.
And after that, you are basically complying with our instructions,
Right.
and then only you will be given a registration certificate.
Fine, fine, fine. It's
And that,
right. This is actually
and
our demand, and I asked this thing to Satvir ji, who called me day before yesterday. Then the same
yeah,
thing is I have just put forward to him.
yeah.
Sir,
So I,
along with me, Mr. Dr. Brijesh Singh is associated with me in our campus in Kite Group of in Tajebad. He wants something
yeah,
related to this. Brijesh Singh,
yeah,
sir.
please, please.
Okay, thank you, Subodh sir, and good afternoon, all the dignitaries here. Actually, sir, I have a one question related to industry readiness skill of the student through this organization, because you
Right,
are giving a opportunity for us to accredit our laboratory and utilize our laboratory facility for the industry also. So first
right,
of all, I really thank you to all the dignitaries here who have taken this kind of initiative
right.
and given an opportunity to ask some question here. Sir, actually, I want to know that ki suppose, as you said, we are teaching all the technical concept to our student and also giving the supporting help as a supervisor in the different project also. But there is what I found ki if suppose a student wants to work on a real industrial problem, but sometimes what happened due to means lack of interaction with the industry, we didn't know how we can
Yes,
execute that project in that industry. So
yes,
whether this by this organization we can also
yes,
expose such kind of facility. Yes, sir.
100%. That is the intention.
Oh,
You see,
sure.
we would like to see. After all, your institution has invested the money, has invested the time, has basically employed number of people in your institution, and they are solely teaching the students. Now, this is the time for you to take a proactive step and go and interact with the industry and talk to them and tell them that, okay, we will learn about what you are looking for. It is almost like, you see, you have to understand something. Many of the people in industry, they do not have the requisite educational background also. You see, that's a fact that is there. But they know their needs, they know their requirement, and I can cite innumerable examples. You see, you have the bridges that are being constructed, you have factories that are being put there, and everywhere they need some kind of support, which is the technical support. Now, normally, what
Right.
do they do? They go to some typical consultant, and that consultant is actually the one who is actually taking away your work from you. You have to understand that. So you are going to be a consultant in your own right. And why should you not be? That is the point.
Sir,
Because
actually,
because when
sir, in our campus, a consultancy division is already established. Last 4 years, it's working very good in basically in this area. But due to the
no no
limitations, as academicians, we have no industry link, as Bridges said. So there is our
so
lacking
now
on our
this
side, and your
so
platform will provide us an opportunity to interact with them.
this this platform will definitely give you a kind of a very vibrant entry into industry,
Yes,
and
right.
you will have our referral when we will say that such and such institution has been accredited by us, they have been enlisted by us. For your engineering needs, please contact them.
Right.
Even industry also needs to be told where should they go. Yeah, see,
Fine.
otherwise they go to some place where they may not be really getting the kind of good solution for that matter. So
Right.
that is the essence of the whole thing. I'm happy you have understood what we are going to be doing.
Fine.
So let me. Any other question, Dr. Brijesh?
No, sir. Thank you. Actually, my main concern is with my student only, because
Yeah,
means I'm always interested to just catch up some problem of the industries, because basically
sure.
I'm an electrical engineer and presently I'm working for the battery management and renewable energy systems. So
Hmm.
there are so many challenges, but we didn't know how the industry will going. I mean, is looking towards that problem and how they want to solve those problems. So if
Yes.
such kind of input we will get from the industry as a problem statement for our student, for faculty,
Sure.
then definitely
Sure.
we will support the industry in
Sure.
terms of solution. And sometimes what happened, due because of lack of maybe industrial infrastructure, we could not execute our project as per the industry needs. So if
Right.
means definitely, sir, if this platform will provide such a opportunity by the collaboration, means we can avail the facility of the industry as well as the industry will utilize our facilities, laboratories facility. So definitely, I hope in future we will able to impart
Sure.
some good
Sure.
things for our
You
students.
see, you
Thank
see,
you, sir.
there are many areas where when we sit together and we talk about it.
Yes.
Why I'm
Fine, sir.
giving
Fine.
you
Fine.
I'm giving you a few examples only. Now, one more example I would like to give you. Take for an example, if you have seen the budget of this year, the
Yes.
union budget of this year, they have brought in a very interesting provision there. For the agro industry, for the agricultural sector, now they have permitted the drone technology to be used. Now, I see no reason why your IT people or GIS people, they should not be in a position to do those kind of things. And you see, if you have about 2 or 3 drones available with you, you can extend that support. And you told that your area and region, you have area activities going on. Much of the agricultural you go to Meerut, you go to other places which are close by. That is something which you can give.
Okay, fine, sir. Thank you very much
So
for giving
advantage that
our.
you have is that you will have to start opening up your mind and you have to go. You have to basically start, and that is what basically where we are going to catch hold of your hands and tell you that you better start looking at this area also. It is only when
Definitely,
I
sir.
come to know that what are the kind of specialties that you have to go. So now let me have another other questions from other
Fine,
participants
sir. Fine.
also, and I'm very happy to note that
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
you are taking
Thank you.
keen interest.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Any? Yes, ma'am.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm
Good
Teresa Mina
afternoon, doctor.
from Amayogi College of Engineering, and we are
Yeah,
situated in a very remote location in Kerala.
yeah.
It's on the way to Sabrimala, and it is basically agricultural oriented area.
Right,
So we have 10 departments in our college, and as of
right.
now, only civil department goes in for consultancy works and all.
Mm,
And electrical department also has a few consultancy works. But
mm,
as far as other departments are concerned, like electronics, computer science, we have no nearly nil consultancy.
right.
So our question is, if we register for this NAPIL program, will we be able to get more consultancy for the
Oh,
other
sure.
departments also?
Oh,
And
sure. Oh, sure. Let
and
me let me tell you. Let me tell you. Your college is located at a place which basically is very well endowed when it comes to the agricultural activities. And I see no reason why you should not focus on agro industry, and you should start looking at the kind of facilities or the things that are needed in the hinterland, and especially by our farming community. And Kerala farmers, as much as I know, because of the cash crops that you people are making there, cashew nuts and whatever you have, these are not poor farmers. These are basically wealthy farmers. And they can basically support the kind of things. So let us look at your college. You see, Dr. Teresa, you have to understand something, that we have to get out of the kind of mold that we create, and we go out of the mold and start looking at the kind of things that we can do. And when you have an institution like what you have, we can use it for multiple purposes. It is not only agriculture. Once I see your place, once I talk to your people, there could be something like 100 things that I can suggest to you, that you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And then what I will do is, I will reach out to your people in Kerala and those who are basically around you, and tell them that, look here, in case you need services on these lines and these are the supports that you need, then go to Dr. Teresa, go to this college and talk to them. And if need be, we will also come and talk to you there. And these days, it is so easy for us to interact. Wherever you may be sitting, we can have the sessions on the Zoom. We can have series of seminars and conferences where the industry fellows will be more than happy to come and do the things. You get my point?
Yes,
So,
sir. Then one more thing which we wanted to clarify was,
sure.
is there any basic requirement for the laboratories that we should have before applying?
No, you have to. You see, I presume, and this is a presumption that I am making. If you are an engineering institution,
Yeah.
then you must be having the laboratories.
Yeah.
You must be having a laboratory where your students are doing the hands-on practice, isn't it?
Yes, sir. For example, in our college, we have started a new branch, food technology. It is in
Uh-huh.
the second year now.
Uh-huh.
So we are in the process of setting up labs.
No problem. But
So
your college, but
can
your
the
your
new,
your
yes,
college
sir.
has engineering programs for few years now, isn't it?
Yes, nearly 20 years now.
So 20 years you should be having laboratories belonging to the other branches.
Yes, and I have my civil HOD also here with me, and she wanted to clarify a few points with her. Shall I call
Right?
her, sir? Mini madam?
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually,
Yes.
from the civil engineering department, we are doing consultancies
Good
for
afternoon, Professor.
government sectors. Good afternoon.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, good afternoon. Good
Yeah,
afternoon. Please go
as
ahead.
the continuation of the discussion, we do have 9 departments, and all the departments we have well-equipped laboratories. And from the civil engineering department, we are doing consultancy
Sure.
services for in the structural engineering lab, concrete material testing lab, for both construction material we
Mm-hmm.
use for the different activities, then for transportation
Sure.
engineering lab and soil testing lab and water and
Sure.
wastewater testing. So all these labs,
Sure.
we are
Sure.
right now doing the consultancy services for government, public as well as for private sectors. So
Sure. Sure.
right now for last year, Kerala government released that all the consultancy service, especially for the government, we have to get
Mm-hmm.
these services from the government engineering colleges.
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but my doubt is after doing this registration, do we get some accreditation for like our NABL accreditation like that?
No, 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 no. No, NABL accreditation has got nothing to do with it. I am not looking at NABL accreditation at all because the simple reason that we are looking at the business that you can do. We are looking at business. We are
Okay,
not looking at a theoretical accreditation. It is like getting ISO. It doesn't help you anyway. So that is not the thing. But as far as the government works are concerned, the Kerala government might have given the kind of notice that it should be done by the government engineering colleges. But what about the private sector? You have plenty of private sector in Kerala as well.
yeah, right now we
Why?
are
Why?
doing that.
And we should start looking at them. We should start looking at the other opportunities. So I will have to know about your college. Then we will put our mind together. The board will put their mind together and say that yes, this particular college can possibly look into this area, this area, and whatever you have there. Once the inspections are made, then we will be definite about which are the areas that you should be pursuing and which are the clients you should be pursuing. That is another very important thing that we have to do. Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
this is what we will do. So anything else, Professor? Any other question?
So when I put it to the management,
Yeah.
which lab should I suggest? Then
You see, it is up to you. It is
yeah,
up to you. You can pick up all the labs, but then you should not pick up anything less than 5 because that is not going to make it worthwhile actually. So 5 is the minimum number that we have set. And you also have to understand something, that to provide a full engineering solution, it is never only one branch that you have to look at. It is many, many branches and many activities that have to be dovetailed together. You get my point?
Sir,
Yes.
our doubt is right now civil engineering department has got good consultancy for 5 labs.
I
So should we
understand.
take in those 5 labs, so 4 labs, and one
Yeah.
lab from other department, or should
Yeah.
we go in for new labs from other departments which
No,
don't have consultancy?
we are looking at the existing laboratories. Whether you are doing consultancy or not, it is not important, because the advantage will come only when you will find that the laboratories which are already there with you, who are not doing any consultancy, are in a position to get some consultancy, isn't that?
Yes.
And
Yes.
those who are doing the consultancy, their work quantum multiplies. Like if you are doing 5 lakh worth of consultancy, and suppose if that can become 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs, would it not be better?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That is what we have to start looking at. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So let me go to the
Sir, namaskar.
next.
This is
Yes, doctor, please come. You have raised your hand. Namaskar. Namaskar.
Sir, shall I go ahead, sir? Sir, this is
Yeah, go
Satyamurthy
ahead,
from
please.
Coimbatore. This is Satyamurthy from
Go
Coimbatore,
ahead.
sir. Tamil Nadu. Maybe
Yes,
in a district,
yes,
suppose we
yes,
have 4 or 5
yes.
good colleges having all the facilities, whatever you expect. How do we going to address the pseudo competition
Yeah.
between those institutions, sir?
No, we see at this moment, we are basically looking at the specific areas of work for each of the college. And it depends, which are the first ones who are coming to us. And there is also a question, a very important question. That is actually that you have, depending on the activities that you are doing in that particular region. Take for an example, when you drive from Chennai to Bangalore, and if you are on the highway near Siri, Perambudur, and others, you will find Vellore and other places which are full of industries, isn't that? Now,
Yes, sir.
even 10 colleges cannot basically cater to them. So we will have to see that wherever we put you in touch with them, there is nobody else who should come, and basically no other college will be there in your own region who will be entertained in that, unless otherwise you say no. Okay.
Yes,
That
sir.
is the way it is.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, yes. Okay. Next question, please. Yes, Dr. Santosh.
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Santosh, I'm from JSS Academy of Technical Education, Bangalore.
I know you. I know you.
Yes, sir. Sir, it's a very good initiative. I really need to congratulate your team for this initiative.
Thank you.
Sir,
Thank you.
one question is when will these process will going to start, sir? That we will going to visit the
It is.
laboratories.
It is. It has already started. We have sent you the form for submitting your expression of interest. You fill it up next
Yes,
week
sir.
and send it to us, and we will let you know the date on which we'll be there.
Sir, actually, we have submitted those documents. Also, the details
To
has
whom?
been mailed. Sir,
To
for
whom?
CADC also, we have mailed to you also, and there was 2 mail ID which was mentioned in the letter. We have mailed to
Okay.
those details.
Nay,
We have sent the details.
have you provided the full details in the detailed form?
Yes, sir. Actually,
Okay.
what are the laboratories which are available and what are the equipments which are available? So all those details
You,
we have
you
sent.
have filled it. You have filled it in the prescribed form.
Sir, actually, we didn't get any form, but normally what we follow in our college, that means whatever the
No,
facilities which
no,
we
no,
have
no,
in that
no,
format,
no,
we have sent it.
no. There is a format which has been sent. Mr. Mishra, has the format not been sent?
No, sir.
Sir, Sir, earlier we have sent a request letter for
Letter.
their letter of interest, and they have submitted the letter of interest with the details of the laboratories.
Yes.
And after that, we have sent the standard format and the fee structure with other details. And Professor Santosh may have received it because we have sent it through mail, sir. And we request them to we request him to submit the application in the prescribed format,
Yeah.
which is already sent through the mail, sir.
So can you send it to everybody, whoever is here, at least once again, so that they have the detailed form available with them?
Yes, sir. By today, we will send it again, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, please send it again. By today or tomorrow, it should be there. And my request to all of you is that please give your email ID. You can write it in the comment section, and just leave it there so that these can be emailed by our office. Okay?
Fine, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Or otherwise, you can always call Mr. Mishra, or you can call me, and I will ask somebody to do it. Okay? Dr. Santosh, is there any other question?
Yeah, that's it, sir. That's it, sir. We'll be in touch with Mishra, sir, and with you also. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Sir, good afternoon,
time
sir.
for the next question. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Hello.
Yeah, good afternoon.
I am Dr. Selvan from Kumarur College of Technology, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, sir. We have sent all
Yes,
the
Dr.
details.
Selvan.
Yes, we have sent all the details of the laboratories which is available and well equipped in our civil engineering department, Kumarur College of Technology.
You have sent the details to who? Have you sent it in the proper format?
No, sir, the proper format is not given. We have sent through the mail in the Excel format and also in the...
No. My suggestion is that you can talk to Mr. Mishra. You have his number with you, Mr. Mishra's number?
No, sir, we have the mail ID, director, CIDC, etc. We have sent through our principal mail and also
Mr. Mishra has sent his cell number to you and to everyone, and you can basically just let him know. You can send a WhatsApp to him, and he will have the form sent to you, the proper form, because we would like to evaluate everyone on the same platform. Okay?
Okay, sir. Sir, in the civil engineering department, we have structural engineering domain, soil mechanics, then GIS domain, and also the environmental engineering, and all the domains. We are doing the consultancy for the industry as well as for the institution. Those are required in and around Coimbatore, and some of the things of Tamil Nadu state government department also, like TNEB or PW, etc.
Yeah, Dr.
And
Selvan. Dr.
Yes.
Selvan, please
Yes,
go through the detailed form, and you can submit all the details in the format. Okay?
Okay, once the detailed format is given, we will send you, sir, definitely.
Yeah. So you have the number of Mr. Mishra. You can basically send your email ID on his cell number, on his WhatsApp number, and he will make sure that this form reaches you today. Okay?
Okay, sir. So when the process will be completed, sir?
As soon as we get your details, we will do the evaluation and let you know the date when we will be visiting your college.
Okay, sir. Definitely.
Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. It's a very good initiative, and congrats to all the members and the organizers, sir. Thank you very much.
Okay. Any other question?
Sir, good afternoon. This is Dr. Gayatri from Kumaraguru College of Technology, sir.
Yes, doctor. Tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So thank you so much. It's a very good initiative. Sir, we
Yeah.
would like to know,
Hmm.
is there any charges
Hmm.
applicable for this facility, sir?
Uh, yes, there is a fee, affiliation fee, accreditation fee,
Yes, sir.
that is there in the form which will be sent to you. So please have a look at that. Okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All those details
Thanks.
are there. You are asking this question because you have not seen the detailed format. Once you
Yes,
see
sir.
the
Yes, sir.
detailed format, it will be all
Yeah.
clear to you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you.
all right. All right. Next question.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is Dr. Abhijit Shah from
Yes.
Rajaram Bapu Institute of Technology, Islampur, Maharashtra.
Hmm.
So in our institute, sir, 8 branches are there, and
Hmm.
some of the branches like mechanical as well as civil, they are
Hmm.
doing excellent work of consultancy. So we do have
Hmm.
all the laboratories which are required for consultancy, whatever you have mentioned, like geology, then hydraulic, and other
Hmm.
all transportation laboratories are there. So I
Hmm.
want to know, after receiving form by you, your team of 2 members will be visiting RIT or
Ye-
maybe my institute. After that, how things will be processed? After that, what is the next step? How this CIDC will be associated?
Yes.
Maybe for suggestions or only suggestions in this area, how we are getting more
Yes.
amount of consultancy. So how it will be?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, sir. That is only I wanted to know. I have received form and everything.
Pardon me?
Everything I have received. I have received already.
Hello?
Hello, hello.
Yes.
We have received, sir,
Yes,
already
yes.
all
Please
the
go on.
formats and all. We have received already formats and everything. But
Yeah.
I
So,
wanted to know what is the next step after
Yeah.
your team is going to visit, and maybe we are
Yes.
given green signal for going ahead. What will be the next step?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the next step is you fill up that form, send it to us.
Yes.
We will review and study the whole thing, and then we will decide who are the team members who are going to go to your place. We will send you their names. You have to make arrangement for their travel and stay there. They will be visiting your place for about 2 or 3 days, depending on the number of laboratories that you want them to inspect and check. And after that, they will come back. They will provide their recommendation, and then we will notify that yes, you have been enlisted, and the enlistment certificate will be sent to you. Okay.
Sir, I want after that, after suppose for example, we have got enlistment certificate.
Yeah.
So what will be the next step? Means
No, if
we are saying that,
once the
yeah. Hmm.
once the enlistment certificate is
Hmm.
given, we will send you the implementation plan.
Okay.
We will send you the implementation plan, where there will be a kind of institute coordinator who will be nominated by us, and he
Okay.
will be in touch with you people and make sure that
Okay.
according to the implementation plan you have started working. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Immediately
Okay.
we will kick it off. We will not delay it.
Okay. Means after institutional coordinator will guide us for the further process.
Right. Institutional coordinator will guide. I will guide. Mr. Mishra will guide you.
Okay.
And we will tell you how
Okay.
to go about that. And we will have regular interaction with all the colleges and check up their status of work also.
Okay.
Okay.
Means, sir, one more thing.
Yeah.
You will guide us, but in this area, if we want to go ahead for consultancy assignments, so
Ah.
that particular task only we need to do it, or there is some assistance from your end.
No, no, you will discuss with us, and you will
Okay.
let us know that which is the area and which is the project in which you want to go ahead. And we will check up if we are having some kind of connectivity with the project owners, then we will be in a position to provide you the help. Otherwise, we will write to the the future client, explaining to them that these are the kind of support services that your institution is going to be providing, and CIDC is backing them up.
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, it is going to be it is going to be total hand holding. You have to understand that.
Yes, yes, yes.
It is going to be total hand holding. We will not leave you like that. It is not just a paper
Okay,
certificate that you will receive. We will make sure that there is some business that generates out of it. Okay?
okay, okay, sir. Okay.
Right. Then that is that. Now let's come to the next one. Any other question?
Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, I am Dr. K. Ramadevi from Kumaruguru College of Technology, Coimbatore, sir. So,
Yes, yes.
I would like to know what is the role of students in this work, sir.
What is the role of students?
Yes, sir. Is there any
Okay.
role?
Okay, let me explain that to you. Probably you have not listened to the first part of my address. What I said was that the students have to be provided employment, isn't that? And once
Yes,
you
sir.
start interacting with the industry and start executing the works which the industry will give you, then you will be in a position to put on the project that you get from the industry your students.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
You can use your students to work on the project.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That I know, sir. But my specific question is: should we have to give separate training from our side, or will you give a common training for all the students like that, or those who are involved in this work like that?
And then once you have completed the thing or once you are doing the things, you will and things like that. You get me?
Yes, sir. Yes. Okay, okay, sir. For specific works, we need to involve the students who are interested, and need to train them,
Okay.
and also it should be
Any
informed.
other question?
Thank you, sir.
Sure. Okay. Any other question? Any other question? All right. So if there are no questions, please once again listen carefully. You have Mr. Mishra's telephone number with you. Please send your mail ID, name of the college, and your name. Mr. Mishra will make sure that the form reaches you. Please fill up the form, send it as quickly as possible. We will check that, and after that, we will let you know who are the evaluators who are going to be visiting your place, and then we'll set the ball rolling. Okay? With that, I thank all of you, and let us basically look forward to a very fruitful association. God bless you all, and thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.